I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one, you're the one. Touching, you're the one. Touching lives.
Hello, Nigeria, and welcome to Airtel Touching Lives, the show that celebrates and assists the individuals and projects that are making a difference to the lives of people around them. My name is Wana, and just like Airtel, I have a passion to make a difference and transform lives. Coming up in this episode, we'll meet a young man determined to get an education so that he can help his mother and his village. And we visit the only organization in Nigeria that provides education and work opportunities for children with Down syndrome. Education is key to being successful at anything you do. And in this episode, we look at challenges and sacrifices that people make to get an education so they can positively change the lives of those around them. In our first story, Airtel went to Bayelsa to see how we could touch lives.
Rural villages face many challenges, and education is one of the most important because it provides an opportunity for people and communities to better their lives. Some people are more determined than others, no matter what problems they face.
My name is Stephen Vincent from this very community. I know Mr. Elton and his entire family for more than 20 years. From this very community, we are all from the same community, and we live around in the same compound. He lost his father when he was 2 years and he was still just a baby. And as he lost his father, things were very hard. His mother was really hard working woman, tried to help the family, to raise the family, but things were very tight. The family as a whole, they pass through hardship and they suffer a lot. I mean, even in times to eat, they found but to eat is a problem.
Yeah, our people here, we like fishing. We always go to fishing, go to the bush or the river. We stay close to the river here, and we farm. Life is difficult here because there's no other things to do except go for farming or fishing. That's how you can make something out of yourself. This is the house I was born and grew up here. At least the house was still working when I left, but after a storm strike, now spoiled the roof, and when the rain fell, the blocks and all the rest got weak and some start falling. So anytime somebody has money, you can repair this place and let her come and stay here.
One may be people while you're Gario. A mama, you mama, you warm or ya be come and make a basama. Or ya be come and make a basama. I'll be me or ben. Also, Kuruba, a winning Arua Paya by money because if Balama come for a do bear. A man won't be tall by me. Funny araba yes, while ya bagari. Ne bebedo saw ne double buru. No buru quarry, ne a can quarry, ne bilba buru, a man yanker, better fever. Our primary school by me time where a Rebecca be like a baraton again. A man mercenary, Boarba Lapa, is swap for bear. Now can the man bear fear bear, twice a tossing, if you are a tot of Fiamma is in Baffa. Look Baffa, is son of Baffa. Dobosma, be in bed, in Bubba bought a yell. In Bubba bought a yell. Now, Dora, one is some further bar, a people leave at Baby Lawan Nere Pala. Malaman Nere Pala. It I remember me that we permit by ye. Osoko kore pa yin men wani arwa ga pa ye pa wani gon ni tini meke e momo ni war mo be ifia neri kru gboro ga sumne ba ta gne barata na gne ni mi be pere wani bitoba ibe mi so ma sa bi mbe ni mi be bo da eso e mala kan ni pa mi.
Now he's in the higher institution. As in the university now, things are very hard. Now the mother is weak. She's old and she cannot make money to train him, but she's the one that forward his education. There is no one helping in the house because there is no rich person, there is nobody.
Life in the university is not been easy. Ever since I got admission to the school, I've been working hard to pay my school fees, to pay my house rent. At the weekend, I come back to the city to go and look for a job. Yeah, they are building a house, or building a block. Yeah, so when I get back to the university, I can't read because I'm very tired. And if I read, I can't understand anything. Yeah, so during the exam, I'm not doing well. My result is not that good. My grade is coming down every semester because I don't have that time to read. I always think of work, yeah, to support myself. After my studying, I want to get a better job, working in the government. By doing so, to improve my people and work in the local government, or become a governor in the state or president, can help my people, my mom, my relations, and the community at large. I want to make money so that I can bring down this fallen building and start from the ground and build another one for my mom to stay. That's why I'm working hard, so that I can give her a better life to live.
So please help him, assist him to make him become something. Help him in a big way that tomorrow he can help others in the community, within the state, everywhere, in the nation as a whole, so that he can help people of the condition what he passed through, so that he knows about everything. He can help people to become something.
Touching lives.
Wow, it's no mean feat trying to get an education, supporting yourself and thinking about your family at the same time. Talk about determination. Join me as I welcome our guest to the studio, Helton and his mom, Florence Kovia Ode. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Helton, the first thing I want to ask you, if you don't have the opportunity to get an education, what do you see your life being like?
My life will have been a living hell. Because my life will have been a living hell because without the education, maybe I would have been dead by now.
If you do get a chance to get an education, get a good job, what are the things you'd like to do for her?
The things I'd like to do for my mom after my studying, many things. I'll build a house for her, buy a car, do many things for her, yeah.
There are also people like you, I know, in your community. And what would you like to do for them too?
I know things is hard in the village.
Yeah.
I know many of them, they are like me, wish they can't go to school. Summer graduation. The little ones that has no parents, the orphanage, has nobody to take care of. I'll take care of them, yeah. Give them free education so that they can become somebody tomorrow.
Florence, I want to ask you, I know your son also works very hard to get an education. And he talked about the fact that things are hard and he's working on the weekends and his grades are failing. If he doesn't get a chance to go to school, what do you think will happen to him?
He will become useless. If he go school, he not go school, no good. Though. I want making you go school. Go forward.
Well, I want to say thank you for coming on the program. We really appreciate, sharing your story with us. We also, applaud your strength and your determination, most importantly. And I don't think, with all the work that you've been doing, I don't think anybody wants to see you fail at school. We want you to do well so that you can help your mother and also help your community, but most importantly, help yourself as well. So Airtel would like to touch your lives, your lives rather. And what Airtel wants to do is that they'll be giving you a scholarship of 1 million naira to cover your tuition fee, books, and the laptop. Allah. Thank you. So how do you feel about that?
First of all, I'll thank Airtel Touching Life crew for this privilege given to me.
Okay, well, it doesn't stop there. They're also going to give you a laptop with an Airtel 5 gig monthly for 12 months, and they'll be giving you accommodation as well. How do you feel? It's okay.
I feel great.
Express
I feel
yourself.
good.
We wish you the best,
Thank
the
you.
absolute best.
Thank you.
Talk about determination. We do hope that Helton gets a chance to graduate from school and, of course, change things within his community and even within his family.
Touching lives.
Back to the matter. Sample your saga.
Family is all about sharing. And with Airtel Insurance, we share more of the good times.
Sample your saga. Facebook or Twitter.
How? Airtel Insurance covers hospitalization for accidents and illnesses and also provides us with a life insurance cover. Recharge 1,000 naira or more monthly to access these benefits for free. Dial *259# to register for Airtel Insurance for free. Airtel Insurance is insured by Cornerstone and powered by Micro-Insure. Terms and conditions apply.
And so we share the peace of mind that comes from a well-assured future.
Come alive with Airtel.
Touching lives.
Down syndrome is so often misunderstood, and as a result, children with the condition are regularly abused. For many families, they are an embarrassment and they get locked up, never allowed access to the support and education they need to develop. In this story, Airtel went to Lagos to see how we could touch lives.
We are all so busy with our lives that we don't take enough time to consider people less fortunate than ourselves. Airtel celebrates people that overcome all obstacles to provide good education for vulnerable children and thereby help to develop the whole of Nigeria.
In our church, I'm a pastor. When a class graduates, when they join the church, we have them do a project. And the project has to be a blessing to the society. They picked Down syndrome. At that point, I didn't know anything about Down syndrome. And when I walked in, what struck me is the way they all came around me. And they talked with me. And the kind of love that they generated in spite of their disabilities won my heart. They changed me. I realized there's nothing bad about them. I got to know them. I got to like them. As a matter of fact, I fell in love with them.
Down syndrome is a genetic condition. A child with Down syndrome has 47 chromosomes in all the cells of the body. They are born with it. 50% of children born with Down syndrome are predisposed to congenital heart defect, what is commonly called hole in the heart. They are also predisposed to a lot of medical ailments that need to be taken care of. And that's why the foundation came into existence.
I was approaching 50, and I was thinking of what I could do at 50 that was meaningful. And I thought the best option was to dedicate my 50th to raising money to Down Syndrome Foundation to help them build a place.
I started a foundation. Incidentally, I'm a parent of a child with Down syndrome. And I found out that there was very little information about the condition, a high level of ignorance and superstition. So we decided to establish the foundation to take care of the needs of those families that require our services. We have children that are sent to us from all over the country. specifically from indigent families who do not have the funds to take care of their needs. So what we do is to run what we call Save a Life project. We carry out medical checks on all the children, counsel the families, and of course, we also advocate for them because so many of them have been abused socially, sexually, physically, and otherwise. There's a high level of ignorance and superstition. Some people call them snakes, some call them witches, some call them demons. They give them all sorts of derogatory names because they do not know actually what the condition is. And it's a myth that there is absolutely nothing wrong with our kids. On the contrary, they are very highly talented. They have a high level of intelligence. They are very, very gifted in the arts. I believe that extra chromosome they have is a talent that is in them that needs to be tapped. So we run 4 major intervention programs. Children born with Down syndrome are visual learners. So we pay more attention to the vocational training, and they are very good at it, provided one has the patience to impart the knowledge to them.
Teaching with Down syndrome is very interesting. You have to be patient. That is the most important thing. When you teach them in the class today, tomorrow you ask them what you have taught them, they will have forgotten. But as a teacher, teaching children with Down syndrome, you need to go back to what you have taught them. People around, they may think children living with Down syndrome, they are not intelligent, but they are very, very intelligent. It will take them some time for them to achieve what they want to achieve, but they will later achieve it. It's important for them to have a good education because we want them to become an independent person in life.
It is well known that they struggle with academics, so it is important to be able to train them vocationally and the aptitudes they have and the passions that they have.
What number is this? What number is this? Number... My biggest wish is for us to establish our land so that when we accommodate these children living with Down syndrome, we're able to help them to live an independent life.
The challenges that the Down Syndrome Foundation would be facing is location, facilities, and obviously funding. So it's an ongoing thing. They need a lot of love and a lot of money.
We need some materials like textbooks, toy, and some of the vocational things that we're using for our vocational studies so that these children living with Down syndrome will be able to reach where we want them to reach.
Our needs are numerous. We are the only organization in Nigeria specifically taking care of the needs of people with Down syndrome. But we don't have the space, we don't have the funds, and we don't have most of the structures that we need to put in place. And we also need to take care of their medical needs. We have a long list of over 80 people on our waiting list. We can only accommodate 40. Our aim is to empower them and get them to live at least a semi-independent life.
When I came here and I had a one-on-one encounter with them, I realized my perceptions were wrong. And from being wary of them, I fell in love with them.
I have passion for these children because they are lovely children. Because whenever, even if you are not happy, they will make you to be happy. And I see a passion with them that they can become someone in life. There is disability in inability. That is why I have a passion for them to teach a children living with Down syndrome.
These children are capable of doing more than other children that are called normal.
And I think it would be good for people like me and many others to speak up and let the society know they have a lot to give. And they have a future as well. If we allow them to integrate and make a place for them, they'll be fine.
Touching lives.
Aboki, Oga, that is my final price for your cows. Take it or leave it.
Oga, that price is very, very low, wallahi. 50,000 for the cow. I no agree, Oga.
No.
Everything is set. Oga, with the nationwide outbreak of Zopus and the mouth diseases, you do not have a choice but to buy from us.
Oga, you take it or you leave it.
Don't look so sad, Oga. We will throw in a goat as a bonus.
Okay, I'll take it. We have a deal.
That's easy.
I know.
Always stay connected to the vast world of online information. Stay always on with Airtel Internet. Airtel Internet, the smartest network for your smartphone.
Dial *401# to activate.
Touching lives.
I don't know about you, but there are definitely angels here and there. Join me as I welcome our guests, Rose Modi and her daughter Awele, and Solomon Moore. Thank you guys for coming into the studio and just sharing with us. What keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated? My daughter. And because I know that there are a lot of families out there that need help, I became very motivated and passionate about putting the right structures on ground.
When you see, children with Down syndrome, you see families, what's the future that you're hoping for with the work you're doing?
I'm hoping, God helping us, for full integration of these special kids into the society.
I know that you talked about counseling families. How does that change the way they start to see their children and start to live their lives?
Initially, when we started, the parents didn't want to be identified with these kids.
Okay.
Some would even want to abandon the kids with us. But now with counseling and the fact that they've seen what these children are capable of doing, a lot of the parents are very proud to be identified with their kids because they've actually exceeded their imagination in what they are capable of doing.
Okay. Solomon, what do you like about going to the center?
Because
sit up.
Because I play to, I sing, I dance, I not play basketball.
Oh, you play basketball?
He does.
Oh. All right, Awele, I want to ask you, I know your mom is very special, right? So if you'd like to say something to her for just about how special she is, what would you say to her?
Thank you very much. And Mrs. Modi is a good person and to working hard very good.
Thank you so much for just doing the incredible work that you're doing. Airtel would like to touch your lives in so many ways. So we'll be giving you a supply of 5,000 branded exercise books. Airtel is also going to be giving you 50 school bags, 10 bags of rice. They're also going to be giving you vegetable oil, milk, and toiletries as well. Solomon, you sound excited. How do you think that's going to help?
Because he likes to eat.
How do you feel about that?
Well, the thing is that the corporate world really needs to get involved in what we are doing, and what Airtel is doing would go a long way in helping to solve some of our problems. And we are hoping that it won't be a one-off thing, that in the future, Airtel would continue to partner with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us today.
Well, thank you for joining us today on Airtel Touching Lives. Be sure to join us again as we celebrate people that are making a difference in Nigeria.
I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make it